5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Finally, we can relate. Our side by side, this is fate. I knew all along we'd find some way to communicate.
Hi, and welcome to another fantastic episode of Sega Sonic Radio. We're doing something different and special tonight, and by different and special, I mostly mean I did not really have the wherewithal to put together a full episode this week. I've been super busy, and usually when I get super busy, I usually throw together something weird and unusual and special, and tonight, that is a bunch of Sonic tracks tossed into Melody's Escape, which is a fairly old rhythm game at this point. Available on Steam. It is basically just, hey, you toss in your music. It kind of tries to figure out the BPS. It creates a music path, a set of steps in order to try to match that. There's a bunch of games at this point on Steam that can do that, but this is the one that I like well enough. It's very stylish. It has workshop support, and you can probably see that someone made a Sonic Workshop thing. I will try to put that in the description of the YouTube version, but yeah, you can check it out yourself if you want. It's, I believe, reasonably cheap. It has a sequel. I personally don't like the sequel as much, but I do like the original and continue to play it on and off here and there. So, yeah, I asked for suggestions of things to play on it. I hopefully will be able to coordinate the overlay stuff that you normally see with the actual rhythm game stuff. It's not completely synchronous. I still have to juggle between 3 or 4 applications, but that's what I normally do for the show, so let's hope and pray it works. When we get to one with lyrics, you're going to hear a countdown for it, and that's going to be the indication of when I start the stage, so that the lyrics that appear on screen align with what's being played on the rhythm dealy. Technically, both my music player and the game are playing at the same time, but you're only going to hear one of them. So, cool! Let's go ahead and jump into the next one. No requests quite yet, but we got a good one for you. Here is a Seaside Hill. Which Seaside Hill is it? There are many versions of Seaside Hill. It could be any of them. But I think it's one that you will particularly enjoy. Let's go ahead and... Hey, that was Seaside Hill from the upcoming Sonic Rumble. Hope you enjoyed. Just absolutely love the Sonic Rumble track. As will probably be quite obvious as we go through, I am not a rhythm game expert, and I will absolutely not play like a rhythm game expert. Obviously, hey, we have a kind, understanding community by force. I am not accusing anyone of going to come into a comment section and say, "Hey, why do you not play the rhythm game better? Are you not the expert of rhythm game on internet?" And the answer is no, I'm not. People who cop an attitude do not get commenting privileges. Saying this already. Otherwise, I don't expect any issues, but say it just to say it. We do have a request coming up. Our first one's coming in from Hasbomi over on the Blue Sky. Let's go ahead and load it up and enjoy.
They call me Sonic, 'cause I am faster than sound. I keep on jumping around. Blue Hedgehog Sonic, with incredible speed, I'm moving my feet.
Oh, that was a tough one. That was that's one. Hi, welcome to all. Hi, welcome. Lot of first time chatters. I am surprised and impressed. Tonight's a special night for Sega Sonic Radio. Welcome and enjoy. This is not our normal show. Normally we don't have rhythm games on here, but tonight we do because I didn't have time to prepare a normal show. Normally a show looks big and slightly more produced, and you don't see my face. I don't know why I have my face tonight, but my face tonight. Have some other requests coming at you, but first that was They Call Me Sonic from the Sonic the Hedgehog remix album requested by Hasbomi. Next up, let's go ahead and jump over to some Mario and Sonic. We've got some dream events coming at you. You may recognize this one as one of the remix tracks. Dream events often have remix tracks. Pardon me for a second. Normally I have a functional mute button. Let's see why I don't have a functional mute button tonight. Why do we not have a functional mute button? Testing my mute. No, it doesn't. Why are we not? Why are we not? Are we capturing? Not. Oh, I am so mad right now. It was not capturing the right microphone. My microphone was probably crap before because my guess is it was probably pulling from my webcam, which is not what it's supposed to be pulling from. It's supposed to be pulling from fancy microphone on my desk. Hopefully microphone quality is better now than it was before. Who knows? May not matter because you're here for music. That's... Oh, my volume went loud. That's not right. Okay, let's see here. Volume. Testing. Audio. That's probably okay. That explains the feedback I was getting way early on. Hopefully this is acceptable. Having a night. Okay. Bit louder now. That's fine. I won't talk at the same time as the music anyway, so... No harm, no foul. Let's enjoy some music. A functional controller. Hopefully. Oh, I very out of practice. I what was the BPM for that again? Oh, the BPM for that was one. Yeah, no kidding, 170. Yeah, no wonder I was having issues. This one BPM not quite as high. Not quite as high of a BPM. Next coming up is another request. This one is from Anonymous Gamer. We're on the message boards. Is Fate of Your Dreams. And where I plug this in, system had a bit of a tough time figuring out what to BPM this. So gonna be fun and interesting finding out, but it's probably not going to be nearly as fast. Gee, I wonder why I did so well on that one. Yeah, again, that was Gate of Dreams from Nights into Dreams as requested by Anonymous Gamer. Message board. As always, hey, plenty of ways that you can request music whenever we have a request thread up. Not in chat here tonight, but any other time during the week. We put our request thread up over on the Sonic Stadium message boards over at sonicstadium.org and our Discord. You can get there from that, or you can bug me for a Discord link, and either acceptable. Or on Fridays, we send our request threads out on Twitter and Blue Sky. We'll have you send your requests that way. All options are valid. Heck, we've taken ones that are in the YouTube comments. If you have a request you want to put in the YouTube comments, absolutely. I keep an eye on them for the most part. That said, thank you for your request, and we're gonna jump over to a non-request one, probably with a slightly faster BPM here. Let's listen to some Sonic Adventure 2. Thank you, Samantha. So, yeah, we take a lot of pride in putting as much of the metadata is available. And if you're ever concerned about the accuracy of our metadata or where we source it from, a large part of it comes from the bgmdb.org.com.net. I had three choices, and I picked the two wrong ones. Which is a large user updated database of video game music credits and album information. So anything we have here is usually through that or research through other means. A lot of it comes from Sega Retro and Sonic Retro, as we are able to find information, because if there is an album out, it's usually very easy to find metadata. If there is not an album out, it becomes extremely, extremely difficult to find per-track data. You can find whole game data. Per-track data is a lot. We have another request coming at us. First off, that was I'm a Spy from Sonic Adventure. Next one is we'll call it an unusual request. My heart sunk whenever I got this one in, because I knew what this song was, and I knew what was going to be involved in it, and I knew that the application was going to have a really fun time trying to figure it out. So let's have a really fun time trying to figure out the menu theme for the Sega Genesis Mini as requested by Alex over on the Discord. This thing is a medley of a lot of songs. I'm surprised there aren't more pace changes in it. Let's go. Hey, that was the main menu theme from the Sega Genesis Mini, as requested by Alex over on Discord. All considered, hey, 4-heart success rate. I can't complain. I can't complain. Will not be complaining about our next track. It is an OC remix, one that you can pick up over at ocremix.org. Particularly one because it's coming from Sonic Unleashed. Hope you're ready. Time for Adabat's Sunset Speedway. Enjoy. Catch you guys in a bit. Well, the music was great. The performance was not. but, nice thing about this is, doesn't matter how bad I do, music still sounds great regardless. With that, we've got another request coming at you. This one's coming from MFA. We're on the Discord. Enjoy some Sonic Frontiers. It's time for some cyberspace. Oh, those last two notes. Hey, 271 chain. Only one missed note. That one went much easier on me. That was Ghost Slap from Sonic Frontiers as requested by MFA. What have we got on next docket? We've got a countdown for this one. Want to sing along? Gonna appear on the screen. If you don't want to sing along, I mean, you don't have to. I'm not your dad. I'm not gonna make you. Let's go ahead and cue this one up. An old Sega favorite. It's time for some Angels with Burning Hearts.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
like the song of an angel with a tear in her eye, with an affection for her guardian. Side of night, our Cheeto embrace the magic, starting an adventure for our future. We are all hoping for, setting out to lead us to the new universe, shining through the starry night. We'll always stay by your side. Nights under a soft moonlight, fly high with grace and pride. We're gonna make it right. For this dream of ours we must try. Keep this hope of us alive. Just do it, just Burning Rangers. To the brand new sky we dive. Wings we have are shining wide. Aquamarine colored sky, fly high with grace and pride. We're gonna make it right. Dream of people we're powered by. Running at the speed of light. Just do it, just Burning Rangers.
Pro tip, don't raise fists while you're playing a rhythm game. Very distracting to your other hand. That was Angel with Burning Hearts from Burning Rangers. Hope you enjoyed. We got another request coming up. This one is from Sonic Colors Ultimate, as requested by Sarah the Cat over on the message boards. Here is Aquarium Park, Act 1. Enjoy.
We're
My weakness is any rhythm game where the iconography is built more on color or button prompt than position. I like this game. Good at this game. I have the same issue whenever I try the Hatsune Miku Project Diva games. It's the same issue of like, okay, my brain does not process icons that quickly. I can process positioning at a reasonable clip. Anything like Rock Band or DDR, I my brain can process like, oh, I don't have to notice what this arrow looks like. I just have to notice what lane it's in. And then my brain can think, okay, I put my foot here at that point. Anything where I have to process something more complicated than that, everything breaks down. That was Aquarium Park Act 1 from Sonic Colors Ultimate as requested by Clara. Enjoyed. We got another request directly after. After that, we got another not call it sing along. I will call it a lyrical song. You could sing if you want, but before we even get there, we have Constructure from Sonic Frontiers, again, one of the cyberspace songs, as requested by Silver Was Here. We're on message board. Joy? It? AD chain, I'll call that victory. My chain is bigger than my missed notes. Perfect. That was Constructure Cyberspace 3-4 from Sonic Frontiers as requested. I was here. I think it's about time. More lyrics here. I think it's about time. Thank you, Tamathos. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. We're gonna jump into very iconic song. It's time for all of us to go away. The song that I hope you recognize. You need a countdown for this one. That's a different song. Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
let's go away from Daytona. Yeah. No, not a request, but a fun-ass song. Hope you enjoyed. Let's go ahead and jump back to our requests. We've got one from a staff member, Knuckles87. Lead news writer, senior news writer, I don't know what you call it for the site. He wanted some Space Channel 5. And Space Channel 5, he has gotten you up some of that. This Is My Happiness. A little bit of a slower song, but not too much slower. Go ahead.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I stand still alone in twilight. Outside of the city lights, I found something like a ship without a sail, without a sail. I will be lost if you were not with me, with me. Just now you are. So can I get that by? Sometimes you look out the window, and I had a bunch of flowers in my hand. What will you say? I'm not sure. Not a special day today. My sweet home, it is a place of love. I hold you close, that's where I belong. My sweet girl, your smile is a pearl. Stay with me, that's the only thing I need. You should know, to be with you, girl. This is my happiness.
さあみんな銀河の果てまで打ち上げ大行進よ
Have a birdie on the weekend. Red wine, whichever you like. I want everyone to come to my place. That becomes is the place where you are with me. Just now you are singing with the radio. You know I have something to tell you. And we share so many memories we do share. We can all through the night on the romance rise and high. My sweet home, it is a place of love. You so never had. My sweet girl, your smile is a pearl. Just kiss me, you're the only one for me. What I need is to be with you. This is my happiness. It's all love. I hold you my again. Your smile is a pearl.
Hey, that was This Is My Happiness from Space Channel 5 Part 2, as requested by Knuckles87. F. Lyrics, we've got some retro on the way. Hope you're prepared for a couple of classic and classic style songs, starting off with some Sonic Spinball. Got a speedy one here with Lava Powerhouse. Listen. was Lava Powerhouse from Sonic Spinball. Coming up with another request next. This is at you from my request thing. Knuckles K over on the forums. Got some Sonic 3 for you. Some Angel Island Zone Act 2. Enjoy. Next. Hey, that was Angel Island Zone Act 2, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, as requested by Hey. Moving forward a little bit further in time, it's Mania for you. Ready for some special stage with Mention Heist. Enjoy. It. Oh, I think we can kind of see the limitations of a automatically generated note track. Yeah, it gets the beat right, but I wouldn't say that the patterns are particularly patternful. Like left, right, right, down, down, left, up, down. It's like, I don't know. It's not what I expect from like a crafted rhythm game, but I'm not really playing a crafted rhythm game, so I probably would not have the luxury of getting all of these songs in a crafted rhythm game. A, a Sonic-centered rhythm game would actually be incredibly interesting to see, uh, with how iconic people feel about that feel the soundtracks of Sonic itself is. That was Dimension Heist from Sonic Mania. Coming up with another request. One's coming from X Games from the Sonic Stadium message board. For some generations. Time for Escape from the City.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Oh yeah. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Can't stick around, have to keep moving on. Guess what lies ahead? Only one way to find out. Must keep on moving ahead. No time for guessing, follow my plan instead. Trusting in what you can see. Take my lead, I'll set you free. Follow me, set me free. Trust me and we will escape from the city. I'll make it through. Follow me, set me free. Trust me and we will escape from the city. I'll make it through, prove it to you. Follow me. Oh yeah. Danger is lurking around every turn. Trust your feelings, got to live and learn. I know with some luck that I'll make it through. Got no other options, only one thing to do. I don't care what lies ahead. No time for guessing, follow my plan instead. Find that next stage, no matter what that may be. Take my lead, I'll set you free. Follow me, set me free. Trust me and we will escape from the city. I'll make it through. Follow me, set me free. Trust me and we will escape from the city. I'll make it through, prove it to you. Follow me. Follow me.
That's how you do it. We got some Escape from the City from Sonic Generations, the Cash Cast remix, requested by X Games. And hey, thank you again for your request. We got another remix coming at you. This will probably go a bit later than my normal 9 o'clock, but we also started a little bit later. And if it seems like it's getting too late, then I might go ahead and cut off early, but, we'll see how it goes. I got a bunch of songs left. Got a bunch of songs, pulled so much. In fact, I pulled this from ocremix.org. This is a Lava Reef Zone remix. This is Lava Reef Zone Las Trompitas Marvelosas mix from Sonic & Knuckles. remixed by Rezas. Once again, you can find this and so many others at omcremix.org. Enjoy. Catch you guys in a bit. Okay, that was Lava Reef Zone, Los Trompetas Marvelosas Mix, another fine remix from .org. You can check it out. Plenty of great remixes that they. We got another request coming at you. This one's a Sonic Racing request. You're ready for some Roulette Road as requested by the Karma Collector. Oh, I love Roulette Road. Roulette Road, if there's any track that probably deserves to keep coming back to these Sonic Racing games, it is probably Roulette Road with its insane, like, long tracks of just constant drifting around them. Just the ridiculous split right in the middle, two paths, and then just this lengthy drift right around the course. So, hope you enjoy. See you guys in a bit. Yes, Knuckles, there is indeed a Sonic mod for this. Shadow would be more fitting for Sonic so he got proper jet shoes. Yes, you know what? Sonic can have jet shoes. What's wrong? Sonic had jet shoes in Sonic Triple Trouble. Triple Trouble's where he had jet shoes. He can have jet. Just doesn't need time. Doesn't need Sonic. That was Roulette Road from Team Sonic Racing, as requested by the Karma Collector. And what else we've got coming at you? Sonic shoes were rocket shoes. What is the difference between a rocket shoe and a jet shoe? A rocket and a jet are practically the same general shape of things. They didn't come out of the bottom like they do here. Bull crap. Bull crap, I say. We've got some Mario music. We've got some Mario music. We've got some Donkey Kong music. We've got some Donkey Kong music, which might be Mario music, but is also Sonic music in the very specific context, this version of this song. Also, I really like DK Island Swing. Here's some DK Island Swing from Mario and Sonic at Rio. Hey, that was DK Island Swing. Oh, for a hot second. For a hot second, I thought I might have been able to pull off a perfect combo in that one. I wasn't quite there. I got a very good combo. But then he missed. Right there in the middle, it was like, really on a roll here. And then missed one. But yeah, God, I love that song. DK Island Swing is anytime that I have nothing going on in my head in terms of music. If I don't have headphones on, if I'm not listening to music or podcasts or whatever, and I'm just sitting somewhere, that is a song that lives in my head continuously. I constantly just feel like if I am sitting idle and I am experiencing the urge to drum a beat, it is usually that beat. I really love DK Island Swing. And this one was from Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016. We got another request coming at us next. This one comes from Keanu the Hedgehog over on the Discord. And we're going back to classics for some Tonight Zone. Joy. It. Hey, that was Casino Night, as requested by Keanu the Hedgehog from Hedgehog 2. Moving quite along. Boy, I prepared for tonight. I put in a whole bunch of stuff. Let's go ahead and purge at least some of these. Obviously, I am not purging requests. In fact, I think we got through all of our requests tonight, but I think we are gonna be prepared like I think 35 songs, which is still more than I usually play in an episode. But I was thinking, oh, there wouldn't be much downtime between things, but knows what I know. So I'm gonna filter out some of the other stuff. A lot of the rest is probably going to be some Sega songs, but I'm going to end on it tonight a little bit later. Something great. But before we do that, hey, I think we should series that we don't very much in here, but I probably should be doing more of. Let's bring in some Persona. It's time for Life Will Change. Enjoy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's not a game. I'm not a robot, and I challenge you. I'm not a phantom. I'm in your face, and I'm here to see it through. Right before your eyes, what just multiply? Got the flame right. It's time. As the power grows, try to stop us shows. Like the wiggle drive, stop time. So you know that we out there, swatting lines in the making. Can't move fast without breaking. Can't hold on our life for change. And our voices ring out, yeah. Took the mask off to be free. Falling out in the debris. Now we know that love will change. Ain't it a shame? I'm not a big man of your Illinois mind. I'm just as real as, I'm just as dangerous as you, so know you're fine. Think of your mess, fight in every breath, fight inside your head, your heart. And as your crippled brain tries to fight in vain, your empire will fall apart. And you know we were out there, swatting lights in the making. Going hard for the taking. Can't hold on our life for change. And our voices ring out here. Took the mask off to be free. Falling out in the debris. Now we know that life will change.
Hey, that was Life Will Change 5 edit from Persona 3 and Persona 5, Dancing in Moonlight and Dancing in Starlight. And yes, absolutely. I think if Atlas can get like 3 rhythm games, I believe that Sega could probably put together a Sonic rhythm game in some way, shape, or form. You could probably have the Atlas team make that in the style of the Persona rhythm games if you wanted to. It probably would not be that dramatic a lift. I don't know if their Persona teams would want to, but it's a thing that could exist. Thing that has a valid argument to be made about it, considering the legacy of Sonic's music. Speaking of legacy, here's a weird one. We've got legacy of a Sonic developer? Legacy of a Sonic developer? Sure. Anyway, here's Tap de Papaya. You're gonna know it. If you don't recognize it by name, you're gonna recognize it real quickly. Enjoy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's tap. Let's tap, future tapping game. Let's tap and let's tap, future tapping game. And
Let's tap, future tapping game. Let's tap and let's tap, future tapping game.
let's tap, future tapping game. Let's tap and let's tap, future tapping game. And
Let's tap, future tapping game. Let's tap and let's tap, future tapping game. Let's tap.
I got 5 stars. I will accept the bizarreness of the ending and the need to put notes over top of applause. That was Tap de Papaya, the main theme of Let's Tap by Prope, published by Sega. Oh, I'm skimming through what's left, and we got some good stuff. Let's see, it's about 9:15. That puts us at the hour mark right now. Trying to think of what I should prioritize. And I'm kind of tempted to 3 more. Probably going to do 3 more of ones that I really wanted to get to. Let's go ahead and put up Dragon. It's Doku Koko Don Doko. Yeah, Doku Koko Don Doko. Doku Koko Don Doko. Get dragon, get wealth. Enjoy. Oh, thank you. I was indeed muted. Yep, short and sweet and fun. That was Do Coco Coco Don Doko from Net Wealth. Okay. I have another song. It is a Sega song. Every time I bring up this album, it always gets a reaction, and I think this one will as well. Which makes me more and more excited to bring it up every time I do, and I think this one in particular is going to get a particularly noteworthy reaction. I want you to pay attention as we go through for this next one. Because I think this is also going to be our closer. I think we're going to revisit it as a sing-along at the very end as I move to, we'll say, visualizer only mode for the last one. I think that's a wise idea. So let's go ahead. We will rhythm game it the first time and then come back to it after our final song. So get ready. I'm not going to prepare you otherwise, but it's going to be...
You got no sense of humor. You don't have any interest or read books or the news. You can't tell truth from a rumor. Can't even make your dinner and you can't tie your shoes. And I know why they're asking, who's the stupid loser that's still hanging around? I'm afraid that they've lost me, 'cause though they might be right, there's only one thing to say. It's that you've got a nice smelling face. No way that I could replace.
Hold on, let's try that again. Okay, let's try that again.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You got no sense of humor. You don't have any interest or read books or the news. You can't tell truth from a rumor. Can't even make your dinner and you can't tie your shoes. And I know why they're asking, who's the stupid loser that's still hanging around? I'm afraid that they've lost me, 'cause though they might be right, there's only one thing to say. It's that you've got a nice smelling face. No way that I could replace that smell, yeah, even a trace. You've got a nice smelling face. You don't get tone or inflection. You never had a conversation get very far. You got no sense of direction. You're always getting lost and never know where you are. And I know why they're asking, who's the stupid loser that's still hanging around? I'm afraid that they've lost me, 'cause though they might be right, there's only one thing to say. It's that you've got a nice smelling face. No way that I could replace the smell, yeah, even a trace. You've got a nice smelling face. So what you're not interested in, clear or kind or run got a nice smelling face. No way that I could replace that smell, yeah, even a trace. You've got a nice smelling face. You've got a nice smelling face. No way that I could replace that smell, yeah, even a trace. You've got a nice smelling face.
Hi. Thank you again. I wasn't not used to going in and off of mute that often. That was another 2 Point Hospital gem. You've got a nice smelling face. And yeah, maybe we'll come back to that sometime in the next 4 or 5 or 6 minutes. We've got one last new song I haven't played yet. We'll call it I felt like, hey, if it's a rhythm game, then it has to end in a song like this, in the grand style of many similar rhythm games. I'm thinking in terms of DDR, Guitar Hero. It always has a song like this in its style. It is an OC remix, and specifically, it's from the Sonic & Knuckles Project Chaos album. You can find it over at OC.org. It's probably one of the most iconic OC remixes I can think. Let's take a listen to the greatness that is Malicious Fingers. I was close to 5, but not quite. That was Malicious Fingers by Snapple Man, a remix of Sonic and Knuckles. I guess technically, no, just was it also in Sonic 3? It was the final boss of either of them. That's straightforward. So named after the robot that goes side to side and smashes you with fingers. You can find that and many more remixes of excellent quality over at oc.org. I think there's only one thing left to do. Let's do an autoplay. And let's make good on my final threat. That's right, it's time for you to sing along. We're going to close off tonight. I hope you're paying attention. Because one more time, time to insist. Have a nice enjoy. Sega Sonic Radio, as always, is, under the broader umbrella of Sonic Stadium over at sonicstadium.org, one of the internet's oldest Sonic fan communities. News, we have forums, we have various social outlets, including our Discord, our forums, our social media presence, such as Blue Sky and The Bad One. We've got a YouTube channel. We've got a YouTube channel specifically dedicated for Sega Sonic Radio as well. We always appreciate a subscribe to both or either of them. Always nice. And you can catch a real, normal, regular episode of Sega Sonic Radio at this time, at 7 o'clock next week. We will make sure you have a topic. I believe the topic for next week is going to be Hero Side Story. So you're going to want to think of your heroic songs. And we'll get those topics up as soon as we simply can. Those requests in and next week at 7. Anyway, I'm not on mute for a good reason. Because it is time to end this with a reminder that you have a nice smelling face.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No hands this time.
You got no sense of humor. You don't have any interest or read books or the news. You can't tell truth from a rumor. Can't even make your dinner and you can't tie your shoes. And I know what they're asking. Who's the stupid loser that's still hanging around? I'm afraid that they've lost me. 'Cause though they might be right, there's only one thing to say. It's that you've got a nice smelling face. No way that I could replace that smell, yeah, even a trace. You've got a nice smelling face. You don't get tone or inflection. You never had a conversation get very far. You got no sense of direction. You're always getting lost and never know where you are. And I know what they're asking. Who's the stupid loser that's still hanging around? I'm afraid that they've lost me. 'Cause though they might be right, there's only one thing to say. It's that you've got a nice smelling face. No way that I could replace that smell, yeah, even a trace. You've got a nice smelling face. So what you're not interesting, clear or kind or understanding. So what you're not enterprising, You've got a nice smelling face. No way that I could replace that smell, yeah, even a trace. You've got a nice smelling face. You've got a nice smelling face. No way that I could replace that smell, yeah, even a trace. You've got a nice smelling face.
Now that I've thoroughly embarrassed myself and the website, thanks everyone. Catch you next week.